Good morning, or is it morning? Yes, it's 4 minutes to noon Nigerian time. Thank you for joining today's NGX midday update. If you're just new to the channel, thank you for joining. I do this every market day. The video goes out by 12:30 West African time, but I shoot it 30 to 40 minutes ahead of time. So the Nigerian stock market opens at 10 a.m., closes by 2:30 p.m. So midday would be halfway through that. That's about 12:30, and that's why the video goes at 12:30. So here's a rundown of how the market is at the moment. The all share index essentially is flattish at 0.03% gain. That's essentially flat. And still early as yet, 2 p.m. West African time is when the action happens. So at the moment, we have the index essentially flat. Let's look at the top gainers and losers. Airtel Africa up 10%, Living Trust Mortgage up 9.96%, Morrison up 9.94%, Charms up 9.85%, and Intransact still pushing high, up 9.7%. That should be an over 50% gain in the last 6 trading days. Intransact gained 45% last week. It's up 9.7%. So that's a 54% gain. My expectation was you're going to have short-term players take out profit. But let's see how it goes for the rest of the week. On the losing end of things, Better Glass down 10%, Total Energies down 10%, Okomu Oil down 10%, Triple G. I have a podcast episode on Spotify coming up sometime today on Triple G. It's down 10%, and Transpower down 10%. Now let's look at volume and value. On the value side of things, Geregu would what? This is looking like 10.2 billion worth of Geregu shares traded. That's large, and even for volumes, 10 million Geregu shares traded. That's a fairly large volume. That stock barely trades 10, 20,000 on a given day. So that's a stock to keep an eye on. On the volume side of things, Regency Alliance Insurance still pushing high. The stock has been on a run since last week following news of a planned 1 for 3 bonus. So for every 3 shares you have as at October 10, you get 1 additional share as a bonus share. So that probably is what's driving the momentum around that stock, and it seems to be continuing. So let's look at a couple of select stocks. Some on my watch list, starting from the premium side of things. MTN Nigeria, what do we have? 413 bid, 414 offered. So that's a spread of 1 naira. Total order quantity 1.1 million shares. Offer quantity 463,000 shares. So I think you're going to have more 414 trades go through. Let's look at Zenith Bank. Now, I saw a media report. I'm yet to confirm. Stock is flat, interestingly. The media report, which is by a pretty decent, reliable firm. Let me just read what I have about Zenith Bank. So the media report, which is from Money Central, and they're a pretty decent team, says Zenith Bank to raise $500 million via Eurobond and a rights issue. So it's going to be a mix of a Eurobond issuance and rights issue. I find this quite strange. I'm waiting for the release to be sent to the NGX website, because my understanding was that Zenith Bank had raised 350 billion a couple of, I think last year, through a rights issue and equity public offer. So I'm surprised to find that they are raising, they want to raise that. Now, to just read the report, to read the report, what I have here is, let me just read, or just give me a minute to get it. Yeah, I wish I can share it on my screen, or maybe I should go online, but to distract my trading engine. So they plan to raise $350 million. I mean $500 million rather, via Eurobonds and rights issue. I'm waiting for the press release to be sent to the NGX. Let's see how it goes and all that. But I just don't get why they're raising that money. So that's for Zenith Bank. Now let's go back to the broad equity space. Market looks to be mostly in the green. Beggar Paints, let's see what Beggar is doing. Beggar should be trading close to its 52-week high. Now, Better Glass, what do we have? Better Glass in the red. CAP, let's see this the 69.5 bid, 70.75 offered. Order quantity 131,000 shares. Offer quantity 522,000 shares. So I guess you'd have more 69.5 trades happening with CAP, even though it's a tight. I mean, this is less than what? This is 1 naira and 25 as spread between both. So let's see Champion Breeze. What is Champion Breeze doing in terms of orders? 15.42 bids, 15.5 offered. So that's tiny spread. You have more offers than bids. So very likely the bid prices should go in at that price point. Let's see QTix in the red. How red is this? 3.56 bid, 3.58 offered. So that's rather tiny. Now let's look at UACN. UACN remains on my watch list. It's one of these few stocks that has been swing trading. So let's see what UACN is doing. Still within the 67 naira bid, 67.8 naira offered. So that's, I guess that's pretty much about it. I'd see you at 8 p.m. Nigerian time when I have the daily market summary video out. While by 7 p.m. Nigerian time, you'd have the daily market audio podcast episode up as well. So a refresher just to see if anything key has changed. We're still pretty much about the same in terms of volume and value. Geregu leading with 10.2 billion worth of shares traded, while Regency Alliance Insurance leading with 30.9 million shares traded. So pretty much same thing. Thank you for joining and see you at 8 p.m. West African time. Should there be anything key happening before then, you'd find it on the Green Ticker Tail Twitter handle. So you want to follow the Green Ticker Tail Twitter handle, you can find the details in the description of my bio. This video is primarily for YouTube.